Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. And I'm actually doing this commentary after I've played 3 hours of Career Mode in this absolutely Baltic house. My balls are hugging my body so much recently, it's getting ridiculous. But we are definitely, this is the final stretch of the entire season, and we've got some big games coming up. We still need to finish 4th place. It is possible we might not finish 4th place if things go a little bit tits up, but we can only hope that we come out with wins and, at least a draw, and hopefully obtain that 4th place spot, because that is going to be key for getting into the Champions League next year. Another big thing is we actually have the FA Cup final in this episode as well, and I've just played so much Career Mode. I'm so far ahead now. I've just got all this exciting stuff I can't wait to show you guys. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped up for that. But Insigne straight off the bat goes for a nice little rainbow flick, and it actually, there's a goal at the end of this, which makes it kind of nice. Plays a really nice ball out to Traore out in the wing, and then Merkel heads one home, and that was in the 3rd minute, right from the kickoff. A nice goal, and it's always very comforting to score right early on, because it kind of sets up for a good rest of the game. But that really wasn't the case when it came into this game. Straight off the bat, I was like, this is good stuff, I can't wait, I'm gonna go and absolutely pummel West Bromwich Albion. But you know what, they hit me straight back, and they kind of just gave me the sausage and told me to sit down and shut up, pretty much is how the gist of it went. And a fantastic ball over the top. My defenders were literally caught napping, which is kind of disappointing, but I suppose you learn to expect these sort of things when you play FIFA 13. But, we got back into it, 1-1, and then I was like, right, okay, enough pissing around, time to just go and bang in a few more goals. But they managed to actually hold possession really well. They passed the ball around fantastically, and a nice little 1-2 there, out to Morrison on the wing, and I just couldn't believe what was happening. And that movement from Angan there, who just serves up a huge plate of sausage. That movement in the box was just crazy. The way he just runs in front of my defender or my centre back and slots it home was just insane. But I decided it was time to take off Insigne. I needed to get a goal back. I needed to get at least a draw. There was no way I was going to throw away this 4th place spot. But a really nice ball into Muriel, who comes on as a substitute this game due to certain fitness issues I'm having with the last month, where fixtures have been pretty intense on the team. So he actually managed to equalize there, making it 2-2. And although we got off to a fantastic start, and in most games that would usually mean I usually win this, unfortunately it wasn't meant to be, as Liverpool beat Fulham 3-0. Hull City actually went and smacked Chelsea 1-0, and that is a pretty heavy defeat for Chelsea, considering they're top of the table. And if you look at the top of the table, it's really close. And as you guys can see, France were kind of getting a little bit disturbed, a little itchy, ants in the pants. I haven't replied to their offer yet, and it's because I'm holding out. I want to see what the deal is with everyone. But they wanted me to go ahead and kind of reply to them, is what they wanted. They didn't want me leaving them hanging. But the main, I'm really not interested in France. I'll tell you why, but I had an absolute magnificent time with them. I went and won the World Cup, but there's still teams like the Netherlands there. Turkey came back and offered again, and I was going to accept the Portugal one, but I completely bottled it. I was like, no, I can't decide yet. I just want to hold out just a little bit longer to see what would happen, and I'm kind of disappointed, I bottled it there, but you guys have to wait until next episode to find out what international offer I do accept. So my apologies for leaving you guys hanging, but it was necessary, and it makes it all that little bit more intense. But take a look at the fitness of my players there. For once, my players actually seemed relatively fit. They're not all on the super dark green bar, but there was at least no one on yellow or that really light green. So I was quite lucky there, and I was really interested to see how I would do with a team not necessarily completely full fitness, but a team that are in much better shape, and I can finally play the players I want to play. And I get an early goal there, and then another goal quickly follows up from a fantastic diving header from Insigne, who seems to be in top form at the moment. If any of you guys are looking for a cheap striker, or you're playing maybe with a team that doesn't have a large transfer budget, then I definitely recommend picking up. His pace is really good. The amount of times I've hit the post with him is just stupid, though. It really is. But he makes a great run there, and the whole defense was just completely fast asleep, and it actually allowed me to go on and get a goal there, making it 3-0, and that is a bit of a battering. But we weren't done there yet. We wanted more, but unfortunately there was no more to give, and that was a 3-0 against Hull City, and that's a good result for me. Hull City have obviously recently been promoted. It'll be interesting to see how they do and whereabouts they finish in the league this time round. Chelsea actually end up going away and beating Arsenal, or they actually at home, sorry. Arsenal went to Chelsea and got beat 3-1, but there it was. France were like, right, screw it, you've left us hanging for this time, and they pulled the rug from underneath me, saying, you know, we take it back, you know, you left us hanging there, you didn't give us a reply to our offer quick enough. And I wasn't really too fussed about this. You know, I knew I had 2 other offers there, and I had to make sure that the rug wasn't pulled from underneath me from those teams, but I was that was something I definitely kept in mind. So goodbye France, my time is done with you. Now it's kind of withered down to Netherlands or Portugal, and it'll be really interesting to see what I actually end up going for. But like I said, you have to wait until the next episode to find that out. But we're here, we're at the FA Cup final, and oh my god, against Cardiff, this was going to be one hell of a game. I was really excited to see how it would pan out, and I wanted to bring my first ever trophy back to QPR. You know, I obviously have a lot of high expectations for this team, and in all honesty, I'd very much put myself as the favorites in this game. But you guys have to remember, I was actually QPR, and these guys and my players were just so tired. My schedule, I think I had 3 games in the space of 6 days, which is just silly. You know, how players are supposed to actually do anything with their sort of fitness like that is just beyond me. But that's the way it was. It was 1-0 at halftime, going in with 58% possession. Goetze managing to get the first goal, which was good. Feeling pretty comfortable, but I knew the later the game went on, the more chance Cardiff had to go and snatch something from it, because they were, you know, the players' fitness were just grinding down every single minute the game went by. But we unfortunately made it 2-0 through an absolutely cracking goal. That was actually a really nice goal, and that made my life so much easier. Less chance of a heart attack during this game, because I knew I had that 2-goal cushion, and it turns out I definitely needed it, as Gunnarsson there gets a goal to make it 2-1, and I was shitting bricks, to say the least. You know, imagine if they'd pulled this back to 2-2, and I knew if they brought it back to 2-2, it would be over, because my players' fitness are just so screwed. Actually, El Shaarawy there manages to make a fantastic run down the wing, and Insigne there to follow up, putting it into the back of the net. And like I said, guys, he is one hell of a player who is in form at the moment. Fortunately, we win, and I was like, I can't be arsed with the celebrations. Let's just skip and go out for a night out and have some champagne. But, you know, Insigne definitely deserved the man of the match for that game. Just being an absolutely magnificent player recently. And as you guys can see, I took off Muriel for El Shaarawy just in case of any sort of injuries we didn't want to happen. So there is the first piece of silverware for the squad, the FA Cup, which means we'll also be in the Community Shield, and we'll also have to see how all that shenanigans goes. And there we are, champions. We definitely had a pretty hard route encountering Manchester City on our travels, but a good tournament nonetheless. And I really hope I can do exactly the same in the European finals when we play Newcastle in a couple days. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this episode, and if it hits 3,000 likes, I will upload another episode tonight. It might be quite late, but I will upload another episode tonight. So just to keep that in your mind if you'd like to see another episode tonight. But like I said, it will be a little bit late, but you know, at least you guys will get one if you're still up. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Have a cracking day, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.